Lagosians are mourning the death of Senator Bayo, also known as Peperito, who died a few days ago. His death has devastated family members in his constituency in the Lagos East Senatorial District. A former Deputy High Commissioner of Nigeria to the United Kingdom, Ambassador Toyin Lawal, joins us now via Skype to talk about this. Now, Ambassador, it's good to have you join us right now. It's quite a touching time for constituents of the Lagos East Senatorial District. We understand Senator Osinowo was your friend and colleague. Can you talk to us basically how this news came to you?
Oh, thanks so much for having me. Good morning. Peperito, as we normally call him, his death came to us as a major devastation. We were shocked. But of course, what can we say? At the time that humanity is going through the ravages of the pandemic, and we all are unfortunately in this together. What can we do in a situation like this other than to mourn the departure, the demise of a wonderful individual who was a very indefatigable party man. He was loyal to such an extent that anybody who knew him would know that this is an individual who has been very dedicated to the party, to the ethos of the party and the principles and the direction of the party. And among other things, what stand out for me as an individual about the characterization of Peperito is one, is dexterity, his political dexterity, and the demonstration of his capability to stabilize the political situation wherever he finds himself. For example, don't forget that he served 4 terms at the House of Assembly in Lagos, and during that time he loomed so large that anybody who knew him would tell you that his departure from the House of Assembly was like a double whammy for them. People didn't really know what to say, whether to allow him to step up and go to the Senate or to remain at the House of Assembly where he had played major roles. But all said, again, he was a fantastic human being who really felt the pain of the masses. So
all right.
For me,
Ambassador Lawal, what do you think will be the biggest legacy of Senator Osinowo for people to live to remember even many years after this has happened?
Well, as for his legacy, as I've just recounted, his dedication to the poor, the hoi polloi of the society, which I think is the basic intent of any politician to serve in the first place, because when you serve your people, what you're trying to do is to see to the welfare of the people. You feel to demonstrate that you feel their pain and you want to be part of amelioration of their situation, which this particular individual exemplified very, very well.
All right, as it is right now, this is drawing attention to the realities in our health sector, especially with the presence of COVID-19. What do you think government, on the other hand, need to do to drastically face the vacuum or the inadequacies in the health sector?
You have to give it to the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu actually was able to rise to the occasion at the very beginning of this pandemic. And what I think we can do more is, like he has been doing, in consonance with the principles laid down by the NCDC, the protocols and all these things to ensure that we do more testing so that at the end of the day, we don't appear to be kicking the can down the road. But having said that, we also have to acknowledge that the world is really going through a very trying time at this time, because even in the Western world, where we used to believe that everything will be a walk in the park, they're having a deluge, of problems along this line.
All right. We have to leave it here now. Ambassador Toyin Lawal, former Deputy High Commissioner of Nigeria to the UK. Thank you very much for your time on the program.